humanity is going through the biggest transition we've ever seen, right? With the upcoming of technology, the breakdown of systems, the education system failing, the health systems failing, and the upcoming of AI taking so many jobs away from people, right? And within all of this chaos, young men are feeling lost, right? And rightfully so. And when you have a whole generation of young men feeling lost and not knowing what path to go down in life, then you're really open to manipulation, right? When you're feeling afraid, when you don't know what to do, it's really easy for people to manipulate you and tell you what path to go down, right? And really, that's what's been happening with young men. As we've seen with buying so many different programs, learning about self-development, online business, all good stuff, but really asking the question of what are your results in your life, right? Has your life really changed? Or are you still kind of living at home with your parents, no results, isolated from your friends, still feeling lost in life, not knowing what to do, what path to go down, and just really feeling desperate, looking for a solution, right? And people make millions of dollars, pounds, whatever currency you use, selling to young men, right? Selling programs to help them to change their life and to basically get rich and to solve this problem. And really, I'm here today to give you a new solution, right? Everything that hasn't worked in the past, everything that you've tried, all the massive action that you've taken in these different business models and these different paths that you've been pursuing. I'm here to share with you in this video why that hasn't worked, right? And the reason why I'm making this video is because I was in the exact same position. When I was 17 years old, I left the education system, right? And I pursued this path of online marketing. I thought I was going to get rich quick and change my life, be inspiration to everyone. And at the same time, I also wanted to be a professional football player. So I wanted to achieve financial freedom, to make enough money to survive and to pursue my dream of playing football, right? And, you know, like after years of effort, I went to the biggest self-help seminars, paid like $5,000 for like one seminar. I went through every single courses, the coaches, the programs, whatever. And after years of forcing myself to succeed, I was just completely lost, right? Like I had no results. I didn't know what the purpose of life was. I wanted to do something meaningful, but I didn't know what that was. And I was stuck. And I was actually working in factories to survive. So my big dream of making so much money, becoming rich, I was stuck living with my parents, working as a factory worker, right? Depressed, isolated. My girlfriend at that time left me. My friends, I isolated myself from my friends. You know, self-development. We don't need to be around different people, and you get isolated, right? And that's really a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for feeling lost, confused, and not knowing what to do with your life, okay? And, you know, I was in that position. I was so lost. And I remember one specific point at one moment when I was at my sister's house, like looking after the dog or something, or babysitting. And I was like by myself. And I remember I came back from football that day and I decided I'm quitting football. I don't want to do this. This is meaningless. I want to do something meaningful with my life. And I remember just like crying and being so desperate. And I remember in that specific moment sitting at the top of the stairs, I decided that I'm going to find the answer to what is happening, like what is happening to me, right? What is going on right now in my life. I don't understand what's happening and I'm going to find that answer. And when I find that answer, I'm also going to share that with other young men, right? And that led me on a massive journey, right? I went through so many trials and tribulations, my own hero's journey in that process. And I ended up doing some crazy things. You know, I set down a learning list, like I'm going to learn this, boom, 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 psychology, this programs, this whatever, trauma, healing. And I went deep, right, for like seven years I've been doing this now. And I also had the opportunity to work and live with Elliot Hulse as well. For the last like 4 years I've been working with Elliot. And the reason why I share this in this video is because Elliot is like kind of a big figure in this masculinity space and with helping men. And I've had the insight to look into thousands of men's lives and the problems that they're facing. And I realized it wasn't just me. Like collectively, men are feeling lost, right? And obviously this video is specifically for younger men. And, throughout that journey, like, my life began to change. I started to get results, and I ended up like traveling to so many different places around the world, learning different things, also like apprenticing and learning and working with ayahuasca, with plant medicines and the shamanic path. And I started to get answers, right? And these answers are what I'm going to share with you in this video. And really, I didn't just get answers, but I got results in my life as well. Like now I'm living in the places that I want to live, right? Like I'm living here in Peru right now, but I live in Colombia. We're about to go and live in the Caribbean, right? Which is a dream. Like, wow, like I'm living in the Caribbean at 24 years old is a dream. I'm married. I just had my first son. We're going all different places around the world, helping young men, right? Coaching. That was my dream to begin with. And also really deeper than that, finding my purpose and my path with shamanism and the healing world as well. Really getting clarity of why I'm here and what I'm here to do has been the biggest blessing throughout this whole journey. And really throughout this whole journey, the main message and the main idea that I learned for myself and for young men is that young men are feeling lost. You're feeling lost because you were never initiated in your life, right? Our ancestors understood the importance of initiation for young men. When a young boy became 12 to 14 years old, he would normally be taken away from his mother and he would be put through initiation process. And that initiation process, for example, like a vision quest or going on a hunt or a different process that they would go through in specific tribes, the purpose of that initiation would be for that young man to discover his true identity, his true purpose within the tribe. Why is he here, right? And when a young man never goes through initiation process and he's never accepted into the tribe as a man, he's stuck as a child, right? So he's stuck chasing childish needs. He's stuck in the child archetype, okay? And the child is easily manipulated and easily controlled because a child is dependent, right, on its mother. So really, we never had this process in our society. This initiation process has been taken away. And as we experience the fall down of systems in our new society, what's happening right now, the education system, the health system, the political system, every system is breaking. We're going through a massive change. In order to evolve to the next system, the next society that we're going to, which is going to be amazing when we finally get there. It's going to be difficult going through the process, but the vision is amazing of living in a golden age of humanity. That's where we're heading, right? But in order to get there, we need to integrate the old system, right? Because we forgot the base. In order to get to step 1 to 3, we need to go through 2 and integrate 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, right? So we need to integrate initiation, the old system, into our society, okay? And really, what's happening right now in our society, the lack of initiation, really young men have been forced to go down specific paths in their life, right? Because you don't know what to do with your life, so you're given some options by the system and you follow that, right? So for example, traditionally, going to the military, okay, fighting for something that you don't care about, war, violence, right? Do you really want to give your energy to that? Maybe some people do, right? Maybe some people find that meaningful. I was actually going to join the military when I was 19. I did the documents and everything, but suddenly that didn't work. And I'm so glad that it didn't. I'm not here to bash that, but where are you giving your energy? Who are you fighting for? Where are you putting your warrior energy? Okay? You have to question your values, where you're going. Second, university. I don't even have to talk about that anymore. Like, that's not a new concept. Everyone knows that it's a scam, right? People are paying thousands and thousands to go to university to get a degree and to leave without a job. Or you get a job and you don't care about that job. It's meaningless, right? Like, where are you putting your energy? Again, you're in so much debt. I left the education system at 17 because I realized that, and that's probably the best decision of my life. Next, becoming an entertainer, right? Becoming a professional athlete. I wanted to become a professional football player. And at some point I realized, like, Why? Like, my desire was to be like an inspiration, which is really beautiful, to be an inspiration to people. But then you look at the people like watching the sports and everything, are their lives really changing when they see like an amazing goal or something? No, they're still drinking tons of beer, they're still getting drunk, they're still living terrible lives, right? So is that really changing people's lives? Is that making an impact in society, right? And the other one, getting a traditional job, being factory worker, physical labor. And I know that a lot of young men with these paths, we're beginning to realize that you don't want to be a slave to someone else. You don't want to work for the system, right? You want to do something meaningful for your life, but you don't know what it is. And that was the situation that I was in, you know? And when it comes to picking a career, really the main things that we look at, we never look at this consciously because the education system doesn't want us to learn this, right? But really the main things that we need to discover is, first, how can I make an impact in society? What does society really need, right? Because a child is all about taking. How can I be rich? How can I be famous? Right? This is the whole online business get rich quick scheme that has come because people aren't resonating with these paths. So when you learn get rich quick, I can be successful, I can be amazing. It's like, it's being Pinocchio, right? You're getting manipulated by the circus. Okay? You're getting taken advantage of. They're taking your money. They're taking your, I've spent so much money, yeah, on things that just haven't worked in my life and it hasn't given me real value. It's just a lie. Yeah, these people are master marketers. Okay, they understand that you're lost and they're giving you a specific path to follow. So young men aren't resonating with these paths anymore. Okay, and they're looking for something different. So when you're picking a career, coming back, it's a need in society. What does society really need? You got to think about your income as well, right? Money is important in the system that we're living in. Maybe in the future system, it's not going to be important. But right now, money is important. Okay, and that comes from solving a need in society. The next is how much impact that you can have, right? We want to make an impact. That also comes from the need that you're solving in society, in the tribe. And the next, you got to discover that how much competition is in this space. If everyone in my tribe is doing the same thing, like, I'm not as valuable anymore, right? How many people are following the exact same business model that you're doing, right? The first principle of business is innovation, creating something new. Okay, if you're following the exact same plan of another person, you're not creating anything new in the marketplace. You're just being a copy. That's not a sustainable model for your life. And the last aspect that most people don't think about is meaning. Is it meaningful for you to solve this problem in society? Is it meaningful? What are you solving? Who are you helping? Are you really making an impact? Right? Because when something's meaningful, when you love something, when it has purpose, it's sustainable and you're able to commit for the long term. Right? When you're able to commit to the long term, you're able to achieve mastery in your life to give value to the marketplace. Okay, to give value to humanity. So, all that being said, the negative talk about the old system, what is the new way? Right? Because we're still feeling lost. We still want to get clarity on our life. We want a path. We want a career. We want to make money. What do we do? What's the solution? Well, as I said, it's to integrate the old system of initiation for young men. Young men need to be initiated, but the problem is right now that we don't live in traditional tribes, right? Now, humanity is your tribe. Humanity is the tribe. That's the way that it's going. That's the way that we're expanding, okay? And you need to find your unique service, your unique purpose to humanity. Okay, you came here with a specific genetic blueprinting, genetic coding that's linked astrologically to why you're here on this earth. You have a specific service that you're here to give. And that's the beauty of the age that we live. This is freedom. You have the ability to pursue your unique purpose. Okay, but first you have to discover that purpose, right? So now the real calling is that humanity is the tribe. And the way that we go on our initiating path is through going on your own individual hero's journey. Right? I'm sure you've heard about the hero's journey, the archetype of going from a boy to a man. That's really what it is. A girl to a woman as well. And really, you have to go on your own path. There's no one here to tell you. I can't tell you what your purpose is. No one can tell you what your purpose is. You have to go on your own path. You have to discover your own unique purpose. Okay. And when you do that, when you go on your own hero's journey, when you discover your unique value proposition in the world, that is the basis for your career. That's the basis for you making income in this world as well, committing to your path of mastery, right? So really discovering your unique purpose, this is the base of it, okay? And this is something that I call going on the hero's path, right? And the hero's path really has 4 different elements. This is how you initiate yourself, discover your purpose, change your life, and make an impact in society, okay? These are the 4 steps. 1, discover your purpose, right? So many young men, they don't know what it is. They don't know what they want out of life, right? And the reason for that is because we've been so repressed in our society. From the age of 3, 5 years old, we're going to the school system and we're being forced to sit down, shut up, follow rules. So much repression of our true authentic dream that we need to heal all of those emotions that are blocking our heart, right? Like, we come from logic. We try to understand everything with logic. This is my mission statement. This is what I'm here to do. Da, 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 da. You need to connect with your heart, right? And the way that you do that is healing all of these emotions, these blockages, and realizing your true core desire. You have to get really clear on that, right? Because that's the guidance for where you're going. If you don't have that, you're stuck fulfilling basic needs. You're stuck just chasing money. You're stuck chasing status. You're stuck chasing basic things that you don't care about. And you come to the end of your life and you realize that you never lived, right? I never wanted to go down that path. So 1 is discovering your unique purpose, okay? And you have a unique purpose. And this isn't being a snowflake or whatever. Like, you do. Like, if you wake up to the reality of life, of who you really are, if you knew who you really are, you would be unstoppable. You'd be so powerful that the system can't hold you. That's why it's been blocked so much, right? So first, step 1, discover your purpose. We do that from healing the blocks. Step 2, you need to transform your identity, right? Because the person that you're being right now created your reality. Who you are being, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, that created your current reality. Okay, if you don't like your life right now, it's because your identity has created that life, right? So we need to match your identity, who you are being, your internal transformation. When a young man goes on an initiation process, there's the physical process that he goes on, but really it's about an inner transformation that he experiences. He goes from a boy to a man. This is archetypal, right? So we need to transform and integrate those archetypes. Okay, so you need an inner transformation. And when you do that, life becomes magical. When I begin to transform my identity, and this isn't just affirmations or trying to change your mindset. Mindset is everything, right? No, this is deep inner healing work. Your identity is created through your trauma patterns that you have, right? Most people, they try to change their beliefs and whatever. No, it's about healing why that identity that has held you back so long in your life was created in the first place. Because you're in pain. You're trying to survive. So we need to heal that. We need to unblock that. And then we need to reveal your true authenticity, who you really are in your life. And that naturally comes when we heal the old identity. Okay. Step 3 is that you need to go on an apprenticeship. And this is a big step, right? Because most young men are falling for the trap of get rich quick. Okay. And get rich quick goes against all of these principles of your purpose. And when you follow those bubbles, eventually it will burst, right? You can spend years of your life going down a path that you don't care about. If that bursts, you don't want to be older and you're stuck and you have nothing, right? Even if you do. The problem is with get rich quick is it actually works. You can make money, right? You can get rich quick. And that's why it says that the rich man getting into heaven, it's nearly impossible, you know. And that's nothing against money. Like I can show you how to pursue your path and make money in line with the path. This is what this is about as well. But really, it's not about just chasing this glamour and this luxury. It's about making money in alignment with your true purpose, what you actually need. But it's not about just chasing money and status to fulfill your child's needs, right? To look good in front of people. It's about actually pursuing your path, right? So most young men have fell for this get rich quick scheme, right? But really the true path is the path of mastery. When you discover your purpose, you have to become a master in your path. You're going on your unique way. Commit to mastery. So many people making programs, videos, content, whatever, they have no results in their life. They have no skills, they have no experience, and they've just been told by some online marketing guru that if they just make some money, they do this quick thing, they're going to be rich and famous, right? Bullshit. You need skills, you need experience, you need to go on your path. And we do that by going on the path of being an apprentice. An apprentice is someone who learns from a master in your field, right? To develop that mastery yourself. Okay, so you go on the path, you take the time, you learn, you go deep into your subject. But in order to do that, you need to know what it is that you want to do. And when you do that, I can show you how to develop that mastery, right? You go through a learning phase, you go deep, and you can attract the top people in that industry. When you're so focused, you can go to the top people in that industry, like I did in my path. Like I was like, you know, I'm just a small boy. I was just a boy from a small town in England, and like I just suddenly started working with these my role models and like my heroes. You know, like I was like, how is this happening? It's because I had clarity on what I wanted to do, and you can do that too, right? When you're clear. And the final stage, once you've gone through your apprenticeship, once you've learned the skills, once you're a master at your craft, right, or you at least made that initial phase, you need to be of service to the world, right? You need to serve. It's not about you. You can receive income, you can receive whatever, and that's good to receive, but it's really about serving, right? We're so addicted to learning and going through, whatever, but really you need to be of service to the world, right? That's really what fulfills us as men, to serve, to be part of the tribe, okay? So in order to serve, the traditional model of business, we need to realize the traditional model of business is broken. Every system that we're currently living in is falling down. Traditional business has been based on helping people to remove fear from their life, to get away from pain, medical pills, right? Get rich quick schemes, it's the same thing. You're moving away from pain to go to pleasure. But really, the new business model is based on biology. Why biology? Because biology is the ultimate system. If the old system is falling down, right, we need to create a new system, and we can model the best system in this physical universe, which is biology, right? The most sustainable model. And how does biology work? You have a body, right? You have a physical body. This physical body is made up of an energetic body as well. You have 7 energy centers, right? In India, they call them chakras, energy centers, whatever. That is the basis of your biology, because all of these energy centers are creating and managing your organs, right? Your physical functions in your body. So if we can map out these 7 energy centers and get really clear of what they are in business, for example, your vision, your message, your service to the world, right? You have a clear structure for your project for the world. So when you go through your apprenticeship, when you've achieved your mastery, you know how to serve because you're aligned biologically with your system. And that is the new model of business for the world. It's actually serving people. It's actually helping people. It's not just getting them away from pain, right? Helping them to fulfill their childish needs and fantasies. It's about genuinely helping people, solving problems. Wow, big concept, right? But we need to align it with the biological system to bring it into reality, to bring it into this world, right? These big ideas into the earth. Heaven on earth. Okay, so really these are the 4 steps that I love to present in this video, because it took me so long, so much money, so much effort, so much sacrifice, so much pain to learn this, to finally get the results that I live in my life right now, and to be able to share with you in this video. Right, really these 4 steps, I really believe they're the new solution for young men to follow your path. Right, you need to go on your own unique path. It's not about trying to fit into a system that's failing. It's about discovering who you are and giving that to the world in service, right? So this is why I've created Initiatic Alchemy. I know a lot of people watching this video, you're already inside Initiatic Alchemy. Initiatic Alchemy is an initiation process for young men. This need that we have These 4 steps: discovering your purpose, right? Transforming your identity, changing your reality, getting results, going on your apprenticeship, discovering your mastery, achieving mastery, and the new Earth business model, aligning to biology and giving it to the world, making money, making impact, and fulfilling your purpose, right? If you'd like to join Initiatic Alchemy, I'm really against high ticket programs, obviously, as you can imagine in this video, $999 that you can't afford to join, and I don't want you to go in debt and to suffer. So that's why I made it so cheap. That's why you can join at a monthly price, monthly subscription, if you want to join, right? This is for young men who are serious about getting results, and that's why I put a small price tag on there, because I had it free in the past, some free content, and a lot of young men, they don't value it. They don't take action. I'm looking for serious guys who are really ready to discover their purpose, transform their reality, and to be of service to the world. And I believe that when we do this, we can really make a big change in society. We can transition to this new system. And really it's the concept of, if you've ever watched that video of the Yellowstone National Park, of how wolves change rivers, right? The wolves were taken away from the national park and everything around it started to die, right? Everything. All the natural systems, the animals started going away, the plants, the trees, the rivers stopped moving. But when they brought back those wolves into the society, into the national park, everything started flowing again, right? The rivers started flowing, the plants, the animals came back, and that natural ecosystem began to thrive again. And I believe that when we bring young men, true men, masculinity, right? Not fake strength masculinity, trying to be someone like fake, but true from your heart, being of service. When we bring that into the world, we can make a massive impact in our society. And if you're still watching this video to this point, I'm very sure that you're a young man who resonates with that message as well. Right, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you're interested in Initiatic Alchemy, feel free to click the link in the description. You can find out all the information I don't have to talk about here. If not, don't worry. I'm so glad that you found this channel, that you're watching these videos as well. And I'm very happy to serve you with this content, right? To make more videos, to help you in your life, whether you join or not. That's completely fine. But thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the change. And I'm very looking forward to see the results in your life and to really become who you were meant to be in this earth. Okay, so thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.